Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I just wanted to talk about why I'm so inconsistent on the channel, everything going on, because I want to be real with you guys. And I did drop a community post about this. I explained a little bit of it, but I wanted to explain more in this video, so I hope you guys follow through to the end. I have Yakshin here playing. This isn't live recording. This is just previously recorded, but yeah. First and foremost, I want to get this out of the way. I can tend to be extremely lazy, and that's not very surprising considering my upload history, but I can be very lazy. I can record a video, then once it goes into the editing, I'll just really not feel like doing it, even though it's really simple. It's unfortunately how I've always been, and I know laziness isn't going to win me anything on this channel, which is why I wanted to push myself more. Lately I've been pushing myself a lot. I've accomplished a lot, and I want to get to talking about my personal life, which I will in this video. Second, I want to say my love for YouTube. I've always loved content creating. I've always loved entertaining others. I always love to try to be funny, try to be relatable. That kind of guy where it's you can tune in, feel great, or laugh, all that kind of stuff. I've always been that type of guy. Always loved helping others and helping others feel good in the moment. There's many YouTubers that inspired me the past few years, CoryxKenshin, Moist Critical, Ryuden, etc. Those guys, they helped me reach the ultimate goal, because Moist helped me realize I wanted to speak about things. I loved speaking about life, about anything that goes on. Ryuden helped inspired me in terms of wanting to show off my game, showing off my skill, showing that I know what I'm talking about, showing I know what I'm doing. And Corey, because we all know he's hilarious. He is down to the bone hilarious most of the time. And I've always loved his humor. I've always tried to have his humor in some sort of way. I used to always try to copy his humor, but use it in my own way. I wouldn't 100% take his humor, but I try to take his humor and then put it in my own way, you know what I mean? I wanted to take those three YouTubers traits and put it on my own channel, do my own thing using those three traits. I wanted to become something that those three inspired me to be, which is the channel. But I think I clearly failed at that, or so far am failing at that. And I realized I didn't I tried to be more of a The Truth or Ryuden type of channel. Tried to focus on one game the entire time while saying nothing about anything but the game. But it genuinely just didn't really make me feel happy. Even then, of just, doing any game, just talking about the game only, just didn't really make me feel happy. Yeah, I got happy during the videos, but editing and looking back, it was just why did I make this? There's so many videos I don't want to say there's so many videos in the world that I wish I didn't create, because I've made a lot, and I mean a lot, of channels, but there's a lot that I wish I didn't create. There's a lot that I wish I could just take down, but those channels are out of my hands now. They're just gone. Not really, I don't have access to them anymore, so they just live on. Recently, for the past month or two, I've been watching a lot of Psych2Go, and they've been inspiring me with their goal. Their goal is to create a safe space for others, and I've been really wanting to do the same ever since I started watching Psych2Go again. I watch them on random days. It'd be one of those videos you see in your feed and you decide to watch it. But I decided to really subscribe to them, watch their videos back to back, and it has really helped me feel more vulnerable. Talk about my not talk about my problems, but realize my problems, realize a lot of stuff. I feel great watching the videos, and I feel inspired by their goal to create a safe space for others, and I feel I wanted to do the same through my own way, you know what I mean? I wanted to accomplish this by speaking of my problems, my my struggles, what my goals, what I hope to achieve, all that kind of stuff, my day-to-day, and hope people can speak the same. Because as I said, I want to create a community where people can feel trusted, people can feel safe, and where people can feel relatable, you know what I mean? During the past 16, nearly 17 years of my life, I've learned a lot. A lot of stuff I wish I didn't learn, and a lot of stuff I'm glad I learned. I'm gonna bring up a topic that might weird people out. I know people say it's natural, but still, I don't want to risk others feeling weirded out by this. So, if you want to leave the video now, you can. One thing that I feel like destroyed a lot of my drive and replaced it all with laziness. Starting from 5th grade, I've had a bad masturbation problem. I used to prioritize it a lot. I used to use it as a coping mechanism. I used to use it for a lot of stuff to handle my emotions, and eventually it grew to destroy me. I know it's completely natural, but the problem is that I don't want it to be a part of my natural life because I don't want to do it anymore. It went from helping my emotions to making them worse the older I got. Like, it wouldn't help me cope, it would help me feel worse. I would belittle myself a lot, used to call myself dumb a lot, I used to forget a lot, and those are like what connected in a triangle of like why I hated myself a lot at a certain time point. I felt like I wasn't in control of my life. I kept letting my life steer me away to a place I didn't even know where I was going. I kept whining and whining that my flesh was taking the wheel, even though I did nothing about it and let it take the wheel. Like, I made the choice to let it take the wheel and drive while I was still whining that it took the wheel and drove. Like, it's ironic. I kept letting it get the best of me. I kept being lazy. I kept doing that action. I kept doing nothing all my life, and I grew to regret it. Like, a few weeks ago, I went to a homecoming of mine. I used to hate homecomings due to one reason, and I'll link the video for it down below. But, you know, I went there because I decided to face that hate of mine. I decided to face it head on. And that night served as one of the best nights I've ever lived in my life. I didn't do all the weird stuff. I just hung out with my friends, just chilled, drank some lemonade, I think it was. Like, it was a blast. I had a blast. It was an amazing time. We were all laughing, cracking jokes. Like, it was probably one of the best times I've ever had. And the connection between me and my parents as well that happened on that day, like, I absolutely loved that day with all my heart. And I have this suit that I wore in my closet to this day, and I don't ever want to lose it, even in my adulthood. Like, that is a staple of my favorite days I've ever lived. It made me realize just how much my hate and my flesh blinded me. I kept trying to tell myself, no, I'm not going, because that day will just happen all over again. But the entire opposite happened. And it turned out to be the best day I've ever lived in my life. It also taught me that there's a lot in my life that I'm just ignoring. I began to realize how much time I could be spending instead of wasting. Friday, I decided to do the one thing I don't normally do, and I decided to go outside and head to my friend's house. I went there, and me and him had a blast. It was just the both of us, because usually we hang out as like a big group, but it's every once in a while. But it was just me and him that time, and we jogged all around the neighborhood. We went to a park before we got stopped by security, but we weren't in trouble, thankfully. Park was incomplete, and there were no signs to say so we weren't in trouble. I showed them how we got in, and we were let off scot-free. That moment taught me that honesty and truth is one of the best things you can tell, no matter the situation. Yes, maybe there's some things you can keep to yourself, but there are some things that you shouldn't lie about either. Let alone, you shouldn't lie at all. This is another topic, but I feel like listening to what I've been taught, like about humility, forgiveness, and morals, is a lot better than letting my emotions take the wheel. There's many times in my life where I wanted to let my emotions go in, like I wanted to yell at someone or like fight someone, but I didn't. And instead, I'd just be quiet and step back a moment and really think of the worth. Or I'd just step away and think nothing else, despite my mind telling me how much it's gonna regret it. There's a lot of situations where that happened, where I felt like I should just let my emotions wild out. But all of those situations, I'm extremely happy I didn't. Like, I'm proud of myself for keeping it all in, not saying anything, not letting my emotions act out. Because I know if I did, I would have regretted all of those situations. It can be bad, but it can always be worse. That's something I've always had in my head. Like, I'd rather do nothing unless if I have to do something. Because I know if I do something when I could have done nothing, just makes everything entirely worse. Of course, I have limits, because I'm not gonna do nothing for every single situation. Like, for example, if someone's threatening my family, or if someone's gonna do something to my friends, I'm gonna give the person a chance, but it's also one of those things where, like, I just can't let it slide. I have to teach this lesson, you know what I mean? It's like a parent punishing a child. Like, there's no hard feelings. It's not that I don't like you, but it's one of those things where if I don't do it, who will? You can always forgive, and you can always teach someone at least one thing. There's a saying that goes around that people say, you can always forgive, but you can never forget. I feel like I'm a little against that, because forgiving is all about forgetting and letting go. If you don't forget and let go, where's the forgiveness? It's one of those examples of irony for me. It's like teaching a dog how to run, but keeping him locked in his cage all his life. There'd be no point to teach him to run if he can't get out of the cage. There'd be no point to forgive if you cannot let go. It's that level of irony for me, and I feel like that saying doesn't really make sense. Of course, I could be misinterpreting it, but from what I'm seeing, I don't really see how it makes sense. To go back on topic, I've been trying to push my life into a better place. I stopped doing that thing. It's been a few weeks now. I forgot when I did it. Like when I started to stop exactly, honestly, but I just know I stopped, and I just haven't really been wanting to do it since. I'm considering joining the track team with my friend, and hopefully me and him can, go crazy. I always loved running, but something that was detrimental was my asthma. That was really good. I hate having asthma, but it doesn't really affect me much anymore, so I guess it's not a problem now. Right now I'm just applying for a job, might jog with my friend in a few days, hoping I can get this week done and over with. It's a very short school week. I got like 3 half days, and then there's Thanksgiving. By the way, I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. It's coming up soon, like 4 days, I'd say. Yeah, 4 days. Yeah. So I hope everyone's Thanksgiving goes wonderfully. I hope mine does as well. Hopefully we can talk about it in the future. But other than that, yeah, I think I'll end the video off right here. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching all the way to the end. I hope to post more content like this in the future. And this video was enjoyable to make. Did have a lot of screw-ups here and there. Did have to do a few retakes, but not a lot, thankfully. So things went out, I'd say, pretty smoothly. Very happy I get to post this, and very happy you guys get to see this. And I hope this can help someone feel like their life matters, because they do. And your mistakes do not make you who you are. It's how you react to your mistakes, and how you learn from your mistakes is who you are. The title of the story does not make a good book, but the story it tells is what makes a good book. The person you are is the person I'm proud of you for being. People have struggles, people make mistakes, but that's not who you are. The person you are is the strong person looking at this video, the person still getting up after all this time. You are someone with choices, you're someone with likings, you're someone with dislikes, you're someone with a personality, and you're someone with a strong mentality if you keep getting up after all the mistakes and the struggles you've done, and I'm proud of you for still getting up today. Let's both do our best with life, and let's all have an amazing life moving forward. I'll catch you guys on the next. See ya.